You know, it's funny, the Epiphanies and the way that I believe it is spirit um, just kind of draws your attention to some things. So I was watching my video that I uploaded today when I was at the beach and I had found this prickly pear. And the epiphany I was having was I was talking about how when I first had gone there, I had kicked at it. I felt like a spirit was telling me to pick it up, and I'm like, why? What is it? Why do I want to pick that up? I really didn't know what it was, but I thought it was just like a piece of trash, you know? And my reasoning was because the color of it, which was like this burgundy color, didn't to me belong there. And the epiphany I was having just a minute ago when I was watching my video, um, I was watching it just to make sure like everything's right. And and I was thinking, it's not the right color. I'm not the right color sometimes for certain groups. Or maybe I'm thought to just be a piece of trash, something that shouldn't even be bothered to be picked up or looked at, handled, given any care. I'm looking at this thing now. It's, it's here with me right now. I'm in my car. It has a root. It has a pretty good root. And, I feel like this has been preserved. There's a lot of life potential here. I I could plant this, and I don't know because I don't have the greenest thumb, but somebody could plant this and care for it and give it the right amount of, probably kind of more of a dry soil. You know what I mean? You'd have to look it up, but bear with me. What I'm speaking about are deeper things. This is like me. There's so much life. It just needs to be put in the right environment for this thing here. This prickly pear is my guess to grow, and what could grow from it, and then how much. You know how plants are, right? Like how much fruit could it bear? And I'm not trying to quote the Bible or anything, but like the ideas are there in the Bible with fruit growing, but the idea is there in nature. This thing that Spirit was guiding me to pick up several days ago and I ignored, even though I felt I can't tell you how strong. I was like, why? I was like pretty much in not a mean way, but I was like kind of like arguing back, like, no, why? I'm having so many epiphanies. Like there's a magnetism. We were drawn to each other, and he's discarding me the way that I was discarding this thing. But you know what? I went back, and when I came across this the second time, I did not ignore. I picked it up. I'm like, okay, it's here again, and I'm being prodded again by Spirit. And I was really dumbfounded and humbled that this was not a piece of plastic. It was not a piece of trash. I did wonder, okay, am I supposed to eat this? Like, I'm the kind of person that would eat funny things. Like, I eat seaweed from the beach. Like I'm a little bit strange. I eat dandelion out of my yard. And so I was like, I hope I'm not supposed to eat this. But I don't think I am. I think the lesson is more like that there's a root. There's something that's been preserved that wouldn't normally be preserved. There's so many epiphanies that I was having. And why am I recording this? Like, I'm not trying to do any convincing to that person. It's more just on like the level of like, sometimes we're guided somewhere or to someone and it might not make sense to us. Do we listen or do we disregard? Because we're in our human finite understanding, even though I'm a high priestess, even though I'm very spiritual, even though like I believe in things that I can't see, I still was like, why? And there's just so many parallel, this is like me. I might not be the right color. I might not be the right color, and fuck you to anybody who doesn't want me. But the lesson is there, and I'm just blown away by how much of a lesson there is for me